Silas had a big dream. He talked about it every day. He told his friends. He told strangers. He told people at coffee shops. "I will build something great," he said. "One day, everyone will know my name." People smiled. Some believed him. Others did not. But Silas loved talking about his dream more than working on it. That was his first mistake. He wanted the reward. But he did not want the slow work. He wanted the house. But he did not want to lay the bricks. He wanted the harvest. But he did not want to plant the seed. Silas lived in a city full of tall glass towers. People moved fast. Cars rushed through the streets. Workers ran from one meeting to the next. Everyone seemed to be winning. At least, that was what Silas saw. He watched people post photos of new cars, new offices, new deals, big smiles. He wanted the same life. So he began to act like he already had it. He rented a large office. He bought nice clothes. He took photos beside empty walls. Then he posted them online. "Big things are coming," he wrote. His friends loved it. "Keep going, Silas. You are going to change the world." Every like made him feel strong. But there was one problem. He had built almost nothing. His dream was loud. His work was quiet. And there was almost no work. Years passed. Silas still talked. But nothing changed. One day, a friend asked him a hard question. "Silas, where's the work?" Silas laughed. "It is coming. When the time is right." His friend looked at him. "You have said that for 3 years. Silas became angry. "You do not understand. I am waiting for the right investor." But deep inside, Silas knew the truth. He was waiting for someone to save him. He was scared to start small. He thought small work meant a small life. So he kept waiting for a big chance, a big investor, a big break, a big moment. But life does not care about big plans. Life rewards what you do, not what you say. Silas did not know that yet. Then came the chance he had been waiting for. The city announced a huge contest. The winner would get a contract to help build a new city bridge. Silas jumped with joy. "This is it," he said. "This is my moment." He told everyone about his design. He talked about it at lunch. He talked about it at parties. He talked about it online. Soon, almost everyone knew what Silas planned to build. But there was one man who did not talk. His name was Daniel. Daniel listened. He took notes. Then he went home. And he worked. Every night. While Silas talked, Daniel built. While Silas posted photos, Daniel tested parts. While Silas waited for praise, Daniel fixed his mistakes. Then the contest day came. Silas walked into the hall with confidence. He wore his best suit. He expected everyone to clap. Then he saw Daniel's table. Silas stopped. There it was, a working model, a real model. It moved. It worked. It was strong. Silas stared at it. His heart sank. Daniel had taken Silas's public ideas and turned them into real work. Silas had nothing. No working model. No proof. No result. Only words. The judges chose Daniel. Silas lost. But that was not the worst part. His business failed soon after. He could no longer pay for his office. He sold his car, then his computer. Then he moved into a small apartment. The man who once spoke about changing the city now sat alone in a dark room. His phone was quiet. His friends stopped calling. His posts stopped getting likes. For the first time, Silas had nothing left to hide behind. He looked at his hands. They were clean. Too clean. He whispered, "I talked about my dream for years." Then he looked down. "But I never built it." That night, Silas cried. Not because he lost money. He cried because he finally saw the truth. He had wasted time. A few weeks later, Silas found a small job. It was not the job he wanted. It was not in a tall office. There were no fancy clothes. No big meetings. No people taking photos. It was a dusty stone shop. The owner was an old man named Mr. Thorne. Thorne had cut stone for more than 40 years. Silas became his helper. On his first day, Silas looked around. Stone, dust, heavy tools, old wood, nothing exciting. Silas sighed. Thorne heard him. "You do not like to work?" Silas shook his head. I thought my life would be bigger than this. Thorn smiled. Then make it bigger. Silas looked at him. How? Start here. Silas did not understand. For weeks, Thorn gave him small jobs. Carry this stone. Clean this tool. Measure this wall. Cut this edge. Check it again. Silas hated it. It felt too slow. One day, he made a mistake. The cut was too deep. He became angry. I am wasting my life here. Thorn said nothing. He walked to the back of the shop. Silas followed. There stood a huge stone wall. It was old. It was thick. It looked impossible to break. Thorn picked up a thin piece of twine. He gave it to Silas. Break it. Silas pulled it. Snap. It broke at once. Thorn then picked up a thick rope. Break this. Silas pulled. He pulled harder. Nothing happened. He tried again. Still nothing. Thorn looked at him. Do you know why? Silas shook his head. The rope was once made of thin threads. Silas looked at the rope. Thorn continued. One thread is weak. Many threads together are strong. Silas said nothing. Thorn pointed at the wall. You want to build a strong life in one day. Silas looked down. You want the rope without making the threads. Those words hit him hard. Thorn went on. You want the top of the mountain, but you hate the steps. Silas felt his chest tighten, because the old man was right. He had spent years looking for one giant move. He had ignored the tiny moves. Thorn handed the rope to him. Your life is built the same way. One small effort. Then another. Then another. Then another. Do that long enough, Thorn said, and one day you'll look back and see a rope. Silas held the rope. For the first time in years, he stopped dreaming about a big moment. He started thinking about tomorrow morning. The next morning, Silas woke before the sun. He almost went back to sleep. Then he remembered the rope. One thread. He got up. He went to work. He carried stones. He cleaned tools. He measured walls. He made mistakes. Then he fixed them. At night he studied. One page. Then another. One lesson. Then another. He did not tell anyone. He stopped posting. He stopped talking about his plans. He stopped trying to look successful. He simply worked. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Nothing seemed to happen. No one praised him. No one called him great. No one cared. And that was okay. Silas was learning something new. Work does not always make noise. Sometimes growth is quiet. A seed does not make a sound when it grows. But under the dirt, something is happening. Silas was becoming stronger, one small thread at a time. 2 years passed. Then the city was hit by a terrible storm. Heavy rain filled the streets. Strong winds shook the buildings. Parts of the old bridge began to crack. The city needed help fast. Many companies came forward. They had big names, big offices, big teams, but they could not fix the old stone base. The work needed care. It needed skill. It needed patience. Then someone said, call Silas. The same man people once laughed at. The man who had lost everything. The man who now spent his days covered in stone dust. Silas arrived at the bridge. He looked at the broken foundation. It was dangerous. It was hard, but he did not panic. He studied the stone. He checked every crack. He measured every piece. Then he began, slowly, carefully, one stone at a time. The work took weeks. Rain came. Cold nights came. People grew tired. But Silas kept going. He did not rush. He did not chase praise. He knew what happened when you build too fast. So he kept adding one small piece, one small fix, one small check, one small step, until the bridge stood strong again. When the bridge reopened, the whole city came to see it. The mayor stood beside Silas. Reporters asked questions. How did you do this? How did you become so skilled? How did you stay calm? Silas looked at the bridge. Then he smiled. I did not become strong in one day. He paused. I became strong one day at a time. The mayor looked at him. Silas continued. I once wanted everything at once. I wanted success before I had skill. I wanted praise before I had results. I was always waiting for one big chance. He looked at his hands. But I learned that a strong life is built from small work. One thread, then another, until the threads become a rope. The crowd became quiet. Silas did not feel proud because people were cheering. He felt proud because he knew the truth. He had finally become the man he once only talked about becoming. That evening, Silas returned to the stone shop. Mr. Thorne was sitting outside. Silas placed the old rope on the table. Thorne smiled. "You understand now." Silas nodded. "I learned too late." Thorne shook his head. "No." Silas looked at him. "You learn when you were ready to listen." Silas smiled. Then he looked at the rope. He thought about his old life. All those years, all those empty words, all those plans, all those days spent waiting. He could not get them back. But he had one thing his old self did not have. Today. He still had today. And today was enough to begin again. Maybe you are like Silas. Maybe you have a dream. Maybe you have talked about it for years. Maybe you keep saying, "I will start tomorrow. I need more time. I need more money. I need the right chance." Be careful. Tomorrow can become a habit, and a habit can steal years. You do not need to change your whole life today. You need one thread. Read one page. Write one page. Make one call. Learn one skill. Walk for 10 minutes. Save a little money. Finish one small task. Then do it again tomorrow. And the next day. And the next. Small work may feel weak. But small work does not stay small when you repeat it. One brick looks tiny. 1,000 bricks can become a house. One drop looks useless. Many drops can fill a river. One thread breaks easily, but many threads become a rope, and a rope can hold great weight. That is how your life changes, not in one giant jump, but in small steps that you refuse to stop taking. Silas once thought success was about being seen. Now he knew better. Success was about being ready. He once wanted people to hear his plans. Now, he let his work speak. He once wanted a big break. Now he trusted small steps. He once thought slow meant failure. Now he knew slow could mean strong. The greatest danger was not moving slowly. The greatest danger was doing nothing while waiting for speed. So do not worry if your life feels slow. Do not quit because nobody sees your work. Do not throw away your dream because the first few months look empty. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep building. Keep adding your thread. One day, you may look back, and you may be shocked. The small things were not small. They were building you. Silas learned his lesson late, but you do not have to. You can start today, not next month, not next year. Today, you do not need a perfect plan. You need a first step, then another, then another. A year of small steps can change a life. If you improve a little each day, the gains can build on each other. That is why people often use the idea that 1% better each day can add up to about 37 times as much over a year. The number is not magic. The lesson is what matters. Small things grow when you keep doing them. So stop asking, when will my big moment come? Ask, what small thing can I do today? Then do it quietly, without showing off, without waiting for praise, without needing everyone to believe in you. Build your thread, then build another. One day, those threads may become the strongest thing you own. And when the storm comes, you will not break. You will stand because you did not build your life in one day. You build it one day at a time. If this story touched you, comment one thread. Let that be your promise. One small step today, then one more tomorrow. And if you know someone who keeps waiting for the perfect time, share this story with them. Subscribe to Tales of Motivation for more stories that remind you to keep going when life gets hard. Your dream does not need a giant leap. It needs your next small step. Start today.